to 2022. John Germ.
My fellow Rotary members, this part of the Rotary world is very special. In fact, at the time of Rotary's greatest international expansion in the early decades of last century, the first ever Rotary Club in Asia was chartered. And where was that club? It was here in Manila. On June 1st, 1919, the Rotary Club of Manila was chartered. And we are still feeling the ripple effects of that decision today. You know, past President Matt Caparas, Rotary's first Filipino president, used to say, quote, "Great things always have a small beginning," end quote. That great thing is Rotary's decision to eradicate polio. And the small beginning was here in Makati, in a schoolyard in 1979, when Rotary members sat down with Filipino officials and agreed to immunize over 6 million children against polio over a 5-year period. With the help of UNICEF, the success of that project was really a springboard to make real the bold vision of the Global Polio Eradication Initiative. There's a lot of new things happening at the Rotary Foundation, but our first priority remains the same: defeat polio. The past few years have been challenging on polio eradication efforts, especially early in the pandemic. But we're back on a downward trend in cases, and we're going to push through until we've succeeded. Our goal is for the entire world to be declared polio virus free. Together with our partners in the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, we brought a disease count down 99.9% over the course of our work. But it's not over until it's over. We're going to keep the funding up, keep the pressure on until this is finished. And there is no wild polio virus hosted in any child or adult in any corner of this world. We aim to raise $50 million for Polio Plus, which is matched 2-to-1 by the Gates Foundation, to bring our total to $150 million. If every club were to contribute just $1,500, we will surpass this goal. Encouraging your own district to contribute 20% of its available district designated funds would also provide leadership and set the pace. You know, polio is personal for me. My own father was struck by polio as an adult. Doctors said he'd never stand up again, but my father had other ideas. As he lay in bed, he strengthened his leg using weights, and he lifted it little by little, day by day, until he could walk again. He walked with a limp after that, but he walked. Now, I don't give up easily either, which is why I'm determined that we keep up our efforts to eradicate polio until the job is done. We started this more than 30 years ago. We've stuck with it all this time, and soon, with your help, we're going to finish it. Our second priority is to increase contributions to the annual fund and Polio Plus while building the endowment fund to $2.025 billion by 2025. Our fundraising goal is $410 million. And meeting this goal means we will be able to fully fund the Rotary programs that are making so much difference. Our third priority is to increase our impact. The first step in doing so is measuring the impact of everything we do. The Rotary Foundation is working hard to do just that, quantifying the impact of district grants, global grants, Polio Plus, and the Rotary Peace Centers. Rotary members deserve to know that their money is going to change the world for the better in real, lasting ways. This measurable impact will make it possible to attract new strategic partnerships with corporations and nonprofits that demand that kind of accountability. If they see precisely how much we are benefiting the people we serve, they will ask to be part of the solution. We want to partner with like-minded organizations that lend their experience, skills, and resources to make a difference in each Rotary's area of focus. We also want to partner with government agencies at every level, agencies that can enable us to reach further to have more impact. Now, speaking of impact, I know that many of you are excited that this is the first year in which the foundation accepts applications for global grants funding to protect the environment. Surveys show that the environment ranks within the top 5 causes among our members, especially our younger members. So, you have an amazing opportunity, especially in the Philippines, to engage the largest generation of young people in its history. 30 million people between the ages of 10 and 24 who care about the environment, who care about entrepreneurship and ethical technology, and can be inspired by Rotary taking action on the causes they care about. In the past few years, our global grants have invested nearly $20 million in the environment, from watershed management to sanitation systems to washing schools. But there's so much more we can do, and we don't have to look far to find inspiration. Here in the Philippines, people of action are restoring mangroves and preventing deforestation. In Taiwan, the village of Mihao has embarked on a training program to invest in organic farming techniques through a global grant. The effort, in partnership with the Organic Farming Association of Taiwan, produces organic vegetables to be sold at a premium at local markets, improving the food supply, embracing more environmentally sustained farming techniques, and raising villagers' incomes at the same time. In southeastern Australia, Rotaractors are using crowdsourced technology to reduce plastics in our oceans. I am confident that Rotary can be the instigator for good and the gathering place of ideas that will lead to a better future and a more sustainable environment for future generations. Every single delegate at this conference represents the dynamic spread of Rotary in the Asia Pacific. And I want you to know that despite the challenges we face, we will be strong as long as we value our 2 most important assets, our members and the Rotary Foundation. Our members are, of course, the lifeblood of Rotary's mission to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. And I like to think of the foundation as Rotary's beating heart, which pumps blood around the vessels of the communities we inhabit, giving them health and vitality. So I wish you a very productive conference, and remember to do all you can as people of action to keep that heart beating strongly for future generations.